excited to be here. We're going to talk about everything you need to know about the Crochet Club, how to claim your free crochet box, and a lot more. This is your last Q&A session for the Crochet Club membership promotion that is 25% off. And of course, you can claim a free free yarn mystery gift box if you join as an annual member and you are in the US. If you're international, you can get a free ebook of your choice. That's what we're going to talk about today. That was a really quick summary, and I'm going to show you the behind the scenes of everything. I'm going to answer all of you guys' questions, whoever is saying something live. And I actually remember that one person asked me a question right in a moment I finished my live last time, and it was Michelle. And Michelle was asking me, and I know that you're there. I see you. You already commented. Michelle was asking me how many people are in the Crochet Club right now. And as of right now, we are over 500. I don't know the exact number, but it's close to 550. So it's in that range between 500 and 550 the Crochet Club members. 80% of them are annual members. So will you join us? That's going to be the quick question, okay? So I don't do these promotions very often. I do have to say it is a fantastic deal if you really break it down, and I will break it down for you so you understand what a fantastic deal that is, and you can then determine whether this is for you or not. I don't know why the color keeps changing. Do you guys see that color changing? I don't know what's happening. So how's it going, everyone? I burnt the upper part of my mouth, so I'm trying to figure out how to talk without touching the bird part of it. It's weird. It happens. Oh my gosh. All right. Are you guys ready? Okay. So hit me up with questions. In the meantime, I'm going to summarize and really get into detail, not just summarize, but also get into a lot of detail. What is the Crochet Club all about? Why do we even have it? Okay. So let's talk about it. I founded the Crochet Club membership in 2019, and there was a reason why I did. And the big reason for it is because I got so many people saying, well, I love your patterns, but I don't want to deal with that. Then the next question, and there was a huge majority of them that said that, okay? And then there was the other part of the crocheters that messaged me saying, well, I need extra support, and your videos are just, they're edited videos. I don't have anyone to talk to. I need a community. I need extra support. I want to be there when you actually teach. So that was the other group of people. Sometimes they overlapped. So don't get me wrong. There were plenty that overlapped on both complaints. And I was like, okay, I got to do something about it. So what can I do to provide you with all the support with the community and all my patterns ad-free? And I was like, you know what? My membership is going to be the best thing for you, because you continuously get more and more content, whether it's through live tutorial, whether it's through the community, whether it's as a pattern, meaning the pattern vault. There is so much to talk about, okay? Kathy's saying, how long have you been crocheting? Years. I actually don't know when I started. Like, seriously, I don't know. I remember learning how to knit when I was a teen. I don't remember how old I was. I just recently asked again my grandma and see if she can remember, but she can't remember it either. We both know I was a teen, a young teen. I don't remember how old. My suggestion is 10, 12, 13, and it's not a teen. 10 is not a teen. So around 12-ish. Let's say 12-ish, okay? Maybe a little earlier than that. I don't remember. Could be earlier than that. I really don't remember. I remember doing it. But anyways, the point is, once I learned how to knit, I dabbled into crochet. I did a little bit of crocheting, and then I gave up for a few years, because sometimes when you hit the teens, you don't feel like doing stuff like that because, people might think you're grandma, right? We all go through those phases, right? So anyways, and then I picked it back up when I was an adult, a young adult. So I'm talking 19 or so. And then I picked it back up because I moved to America. And then I started first knitting again, and then I went right into crocheting, and I haven't stopped since. So that's what it is, okay? All right, the membership. I'll talk about the cost in a second. Let's go through the features first, because I feel like that is really important, because you got to know what you're paying for, right? Okay, so we have a vault that is over 400 patterns, ad-free, printer-friendly, with checkoff boxes, okay? Literally with checkoff boxes. How about I show you right now, okay? I'm going to do that so you can see it. as I'm talking about it. I'm going to swoop over here. Okay, so here we go. So this is the behind the scenes of the vault, okay? So once you join and you log in, right? You log in at the top right corner. Ignore that it says admin. This is just the admin view of it, okay? So here's what you're going to get. And then it has all these different categories right there, like all of these different categories, okay? So some of them have like 68 patterns, 76 patterns, 15, 3, 12, 24, 21, right? There's a lot of different patterns everywhere. So let me just click on one of them. So in the past time I clicked on the Christmas ones. Let's click on the amigurumi ones. I haven't done that in a while. Okay, let's click on the reversible bee. I'm just going to click on that one, okay? So here's what you get. Most of my patterns come with some kind of video tutorial, so it's already embedded, it's already there. You get the material list for it, right? You get the stitches and everything, and then you have here the photos that guide you through the parts in case you don't want to watch the video, which is fine, right? And then you have the long pattern right here, right? And you can see that there's checkoff boxes. Now, I'm in admin view, so you don't see that there's a button down here that says save draft, and there's usually also a button that says print. Okay, those two buttons are not here in admin view, but they're there. Okay, and then you can go through each of the rows or whatever it says, and you can check it off. You can save your progress in case you have to put it away and you have to run some errands and come back to it. You don't have to print it, but you can print it. Okay, so it's all there for you, and then you can jump around between the different categories. So how about we go to let's go to the baby polar bear. We have a baby polar bear, and the video is not up here because it was a live tutorial, okay, that I did within the Crochet Club. So the video is right here though. You're going to click on it and it takes you straight over to the group, and then you can watch it, okay? So we made this baby polar bear, which was requested by the TCC members, the Crochet Club members. They requested it, so I made it. We made it live on camera, okay? We have all these different pieces, right? Here's the baby polar bear, and you probably saw it. There's a little foot there behind me. Okay, so we made this one together, and then here's the pattern right after. And as I said, all of it you can print, you can save your progress, and all that kind of other things, right? And you can just jump around. Someone's asking, do I have a dragon pattern? Not yet, but hey, if you're in a membership, you might be able to request it, and then maybe I'll work on it. Because here's the thing, my membership gets first priority. I listen to my members of the Crochet Club first, and their requests for patterns, then I work on those first before I even get to anyone else. So if you want to leave a request, you got to join the membership, because that's where I'm taking my requests from. And obviously they get access to all of my patterns that are, you know, they're all ad-free, as you can see. They're ad-free, printer-friendly. You have checkoff boxes, which usually most people don't have that kind of stuff. Checkoff boxes, like, so you can do it digitally. Anyways, and so you have all these different categories, right? And there's also exclusive patterns in there. I have them in this category. It says exclusive design crochet alongs, because what we've done in the past, and you see some of them back here, right? So we've done design crochet alongs. I call them design crochet alongs because the members are part of the designing process. So as I say certain things, here's the pattern, this is what we're doing, and then they say, can you do this? Can you do this? And then I'll adjust the pattern. So meaning you're part of the design process. So it's not set in stone when I actually go through the pattern. I adjust it accordingly of what the members want, so that it turns out exactly the way they want to see it. You know, sometimes you need the arms a little shorter, or let's say it's a basket and you want additional pockets, and everyone's saying, no, more pockets, there needs to be a pocket, blah, blah, blah. And then I literally design it on camera, and that's what I do, okay? So there we go. So this is all. Then we have like additional resources and tips and printables, and then we have crochet games. Even you can go through. We even had a stitch crochet along. Someone was asking me recently, what about like a blanket? Well, we did that in a stitch crochet along. We literally went through different types of stitches. The members made different types of squares, different sizes, and all kinds of things, and then they put it together into a bag, a blanket, whatever they felt like they wanted to do. Okay, I'll answer a few more questions in a second. So, and then of course you have the actual Facebook group where all the community and the support is actually happening. Okay. So we have 2 chats going for pretty much the weekly live tutorials. And then we have the monthly get together. So we have a chat going in there. And then you can of course post in here. Then we have, for example, right now here in this group, we have the poll going, pretty much what do my members want me to teach them in February. In the live tutorials, we just made circles, different types of circles, went through all different types of tips and tricks in terms of circles to make sure they're flat, they're perfect, they don't have a seam, or they have a straight seam, etc., etc. And so here, that's where they put their, you know, their requests pretty much, right? And you can already see that the envelope border was mentioned several times. So I know for sure I'm going to teach the envelope border during a live tutorial. And then if I go to this one, which is the original post, you can see that there's a bunch of additional lessons or requests here as well. Most of them are amigurumi and other things that they want to see. And then we have something called guides right here. And that's where you see all the previous live tutorials since 2019. They're all there. Okay, so you can go through them. Okay, so it's really, really fun. I know not everyone is in the group. There are some people who decided not to join the Facebook group. They just wanted the patterns. Yeah, it happens. But we are over 500 members now. So let's go through some of you guys' questions, and then we'll talk more in detail about the rest of this stuff. Okay. So Marin's asking, where am I from? Germany. But I've been in the US since, I don't know, 16, 17 years now. Michelle's saying, or let me show it off here. Michelle's saying, do you have a button on there to keep our favorite patterns in our access? I don't think there is a favorite button, but there's something else. Actually, there's a way for you to do that if you wished to do that. Let me show you actually. Okay, I'm going to go back to one of my patterns. I'm just going to grab a random one. I'm just going to go to Halloween. It doesn't really matter, right? So let's say over here, okay? So here's one of the patterns, okay? So let's say you want to mark it as your favorite, okay? So you see how it says here 0 complete? Well, you could go through here, okay? And pretty much check everything off and then click, you know, save draft or submit or something like that. And it turns this one into 100%. So now then you can go back and then see which ones did you do as 100% already and stuff like that. And that way you can mark yourself, you know, what you want to do, okay? Like, or what you really liked or something like that. But currently there's no specific like heart button or something where you can save it and say these are my favorites. I currently don't have that. That's actually a really great idea. I'm gonna tell the company who created the system, and I'm gonna tell them, it's like, hey, is there a way to save something, like bookmark it kind of thing? That would be a really great idea. I'm gonna let them know about that. I really like that idea that you just mentioned. But that's the workaround for now. Okay. Chris says, finally made it live. Yay! Thank you for adjusting my membership this morning. Of course, of course. All you have to do is email me. Let's see. Question, is there a search field to search through the paths? Oh, yes, Michelle, there is. Now that we do have. Okay. So, we have, I believe it's right here. Yes. All you have to do is click the 2 lines up there. You see that on the top right corner? So after you log in, you click here. Okay, then here you can also see which products belong to you. Remember, this is an admin view, okay? So if you purchase something, let's say you purchase 5 products, it will be under My Products. And then available products or additional products you can purchase if you wish to do so. But right here, you have 2 options. You can make it bigger, okay? You can make the text size bigger, as big as you like. And then right here is a search bar. So you can literally search something, and whatever products you have access to and uses that specific keyword, don't make typos. It's being very specific. So if you write bear, right, and you forget one of the A, like you forgot the A or something like that, it's not going to find what you're looking for, if that makes sense. It's not intuitive, okay? It's not like Google or something. You have to know typos, okay? And then you type it in here, whatever you have access to, that's what the system is going to search. So if you're looking for, let's say, a pumpkin pattern or whatever, you're going to type in pumpkin, and that's what's going to come up. Now, I actually don't know what's going to happen if I do it from the admin point of view. So I'm just going to try it. Let's cross my fingers. It's going to work perfectly. Oh, look at that. Yes, it does. So look, whatever is within this membership, anything that has the word pumpkin in it, it'll show you here. Okay, so anything with pumpkin is going to show, or even if I use the word pumpkin within the pattern somewhere, it's going to pick it up. So yes, you can actually search it, okay, and you find anything you're looking for. I hope that answers that question. Okay, so let's see. I do want to probably go through a couple more other things. I want to have this all ready to go. Okay, another question. Difference between monthly and annuals on patterns. That's another fantastic question, Michelle. Okay, so there is only one difference between monthly, quarterly, and annual members in terms of payment. That's pretty much it, okay? There is some extra perks in terms of the annual, but I'll go into that in a second. The main gist between monthly, quarterly, and annual, everything's the same. You have the same access, whether it's the patterns, whether it's the Facebook group, anything related to that, you get exactly the same thing, okay? Now, if you think of the money, so meaning if you are a monthly member and you pay every month and then you add up how much you paid throughout the year, it's going to be more expenses as a monthly member versus a quarterly or annual member. Okay, so if you are an annual member, you save, I believe, 2 or 3 months worth of payments, if that makes sense. You're just doing as a one lump sum. And in fact, now that I have 25% off, let me actually pop that in real quick so you can see it. Okay, I have a 25% off, okay, for the first payment only. It's the first payment only. So you can see it's actually much more beneficial for the annual member because you're saving more, okay? So now there's one thing in general that the annual members get on top of it, okay? They get an additional perk for being an annual member. They get my older that you can't buy anymore filet crochet course for free. That's my first course that I kind of made there for filet crochet. They get that for free automatically if you join as an annual member. Now, during this promotion right now, which ends tonight, you also get, as an annual member in the US only, you get one of these yarn boxes, okay? So what do you get in the yarn box? So here's one example. I keep pulling a different example so you see, the different varieties. So for example, here you see one big skein and then you have a hank in there. You get a sticker set. There's like 2 stickers and some stitch markers. Okay, we have a measuring tape and then, where did it go? You have a little tiny like newsletter article kind of thing, okay, and it has a pattern in the back and it has some memes. So one of the memes is crocheting comes before housework in the dictionary, as it should, and I agree 100%. So the idea is that the little newsletter article, which I've never done before, okay, it's supposed to make you smile and interested and curious and all that stuff, and plus I added these heart patterns right there. So it's perfect for Valentine's Day. So you can literally make a cute little hearts there. And that's all kind of part of it, okay? So, and then right here, whoopsie daisy, something fell down. You also get this, which, is actually my real signature right there. So it's not printed. You get my real signature. And there's a little sign that says, take a picture when you get your box and send it to us as a picture. So, and then here you have your QR codes and all the information about when do we go live and things like that. So let me explain again. Let me put this away. Something fell down. Hang on. My measuring tape fell down. Okay, so I want to explain real quick. So how many lives do? I do weekly live tutorials per everyone's request, what they're asking for. Every month we have a new theme. So for example, January, we talked about stitches and techniques like mosaic crochet, Tunisian crochet, corner to corner, cables, etc., etc. Whatever was requested, I went through. In February, we do tips and tricks. So that's what we're going through then. I don't remember what we're doing in March, but we're going to talk about it during our monthly get-together. So it's like an online meetup through Zoom. We all meet together. Whoever wants to join, there's no force or anything. You join as you wish. And then we pretty much talk about everything, okay? So pretty much, what have we done in the past? What do we want to do again? Is there anything new you guys want me to talk about? Is there anything new you guys want me to teach, etc., etc.? I literally do by first priority and then by majority. Like if a lot of people say the envelope border, as I showed you earlier, then I'm going to teach the envelope border. There's not even a question about it, okay? Everyone wants it. Everyone's going to get it, okay? Think of it like you know, like the famous meme, like you get a car, you get a car, you get a car, like kind of like that, right? But here it's for tutorials, right? You all say something, I will do it. Okay. What if you can't do Zoom? What do you mean by you can't? Oh, what if you? Yeah, if you don't want to do Zoom, you don't have to do Zoom. Okay, the monthly get-togethers are on Zoom. I had it previously on Facebook, but Facebook took something away that's called the Facebook room. They literally took it away. I was like, oh, we don't need it anymore. So they got rid of it. So the only other option was for me to do Zoom. Okay. Now, Zoom, you can join as a guest. You know, you don't have to have a Zoom account. It's free. It's there's nothing really, you know, you can even turn your camera off. You can turn your microphone off. You can just listen. That's all. If that's what you wish to do, you can do that. Some crocheters are too nervous and they're like introverted. They don't want to join that. That's fine. I'm not going to force you to it. It's all good. Okay. So Marilyn's saying, so the free yarn is only given to those in the US. That is correct. Yes, because of the high prices. Literally, we looked it up, how much it is to send one of these boxes to Canada. And it was almost $50. Okay. And remember, I'm paying shipping. Okay. So for all the ones in the US, it is a fraction of that cost. And I pay for all of this. Okay. So you just have to join as an annual member. So you get a discount on the annual membership and I still send you yarn and I pay for that part out of my own pocket. Okay. So, meaning it's only for the US. But to compensate it for anyone outside of the US, the internationals, you get one of my ebooks for free. And some of them are value up to $50 and more. Now, I do want to tell you really quickly, okay? It's very important. Let's break it down for a second, okay? Typically, and I want you to really pay attention to this, okay? Typically, I sell a pattern, one single PDF pattern, I sell for $5 on average, okay? On average is $5 per pattern. Now, this membership has over 400 patterns. So you want to calculate how much value that is just in that membership, just on the patterns alone. We're not even talking about me going live, doing these live video tutorials that it feels almost like a one-on-one. We're not even talking about that, right? We're not even talking about all the yarn that you're going to get, all the community, the feeling of being part of a bigger group and really helping you and feeling better about yourself and learning different types of stitches or learning stitches a different way that makes it easier to literally make your crochet life easier. That's not even part of that equation, but it's all there, okay? So think about that. So, whoopsie daisy, just hurt my, my hand for a second here. Okay, so typically my monthly payments for the membership is $15. So 25% off is, I believe, $11.25, if my memory is correct, for the first payment only, okay? So, but you're getting all of that with it, okay? So number two, so meaning quarterly, that's typically for 3 months is a quarter, right? Would be $40 each. With this coupon code right there, it is 25% off, which means for the first payments, it's $30. That's still a fantastic deal. The annual payment is $129 per year, but with this coupon code, which is 25% off, is $96.25 or 75 cents. I don't remember exactly on top of my head. Okay. So that's for the first payment. So that means less than $100. And if you're in the US, you get either a free box of yarn, or if you're international, or if you don't want the yarn, that's fine too. You just let me know. I prefer an ebook. Then I'll give you an ebook, okay? But the annuals get to choose if they really wanted to. You just have to send me an email right after so I don't send your box out, okay? And if you're an international, I will see that you're international, right? Okay, and I will literally email you. I'm going to email everyone who's international today and to sign up as an annual member this week, and they get to pick an ebook for free. They're up to a $50 value. So that's still really, really amazing because you get all of that together, right? So I have a lot to offer in this membership. You just have to decide what works best for you, right? Every situation is different, so it makes sense. Whatever works for you, you pick it, okay? That's what I thought. Love it. Thanks for understanding. Yay! Okay, I'll join because you're too lovely. Oh, Marilyn, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. I appreciate it. Okay, I do want to do a couple more things because I know that question comes up all the time. Say, I'm a lefty. What about lefties? I get it. I hear you. Okay. All you got to do, and here's the thing. First of all, I'm going to tell you we have a bunch of different lefties in the Crochet Club. A bunch. Don't ask me how many, but it's a lot of them. And several of them are founding members. That means they've been there since 2019. Okay? Literally, they've never given up on me. They always say she's there for me, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Let them tell you on their own. And some of them are literally on the sales page if you go through it. If you look for Glenda or Donna, I think I put several of their testimonials on my sales page. Those are both lefties, in case you're curious, okay? But what all they do is they use a free Chrome extension called Video Mirror, okay? You have to use it on your computer, whether it's a laptop, a desktop, whatever. It cannot be a mobile device, okay? You're going to add a free extension to your Chrome browser, and it's called Video Mirror. Just Google it, Video Mirror. A Video Mirror extension, okay? Then you add it onto, it's free, and every time you watch a video, you click the button and it turns the video around and makes it for lefties. That's all you need, okay? And it turns all of my videos around, so you don't need special videos or anything. And usually, typically, not all the time, but typically I don't have any writing on it, so it's easy to just swap, okay? And if I do have writing, I say out loud what I'm writing, so you can still pay attention to it. It's ideal even for lefties. On top of it, my patterns are not written in the specific direction, say turn left, turn right. I'm not a GPS system, okay? My patterns are written out, whether it's for lefty or righty. They're both the same. You know, if you have to turn, you turn whichever direction works for you, okay? It works for anyone, okay? Whether you're starting from the left side over or from the right side over, it doesn't matter. Now, of course, if there's words involved, you're probably going to have to, check the chart and make sure that everything is correct. But if it's like corner to corner or something, all you have to do is turn your entire project around and it's the right way. Really, it is for lefties and righties. I am not going to make it harder for my lefties to be part of this membership. That's not going to happen. I support anyone, okay? I don't care where you are in the world, what's your background of any sort, or how you hold your hook. I don't care. I'm here for the yarn, for the crochet, for the support, and to help you and be there for you along the way, how long you want to be supported by. And a lot of the crocheters that are part of the membership, they're not just there for the support. They're there for the community. They want to be there and just enjoy the process and just have fun. And plus, as I said, they get first priority, so they get to pick of what patterns I'm going to go through, the stitch tutorials, etc. And they love that I just grab their idea and then turn it around and do exactly what they're asking for, which is cool, right? I mean, when do you get that? Okay, where do you get that? Let me know. One of the comments I've gotten recently, that was one comment yesterday I got, and that was so sweet, is that someone said, I'm one of the first designers that always jumps in. Even if it's someone else's design, I jump in and help. And it's true. That's what I do. And I'm not lying here. You can look it up in my Facebook group called Crocheting with Nikki. Someone was asking about different squares, like getting some squares to make blankets. Go look it up. There's the comments right there. And it says that, I jump in, and she was waiting for me to jump in and literally give everything that they're asking for, which is what I did. And I always help immediately as soon as I can. Anyways, I do want to show you a couple more, reviews here. Let's see. I'm just going to hop over here. Here are a couple more reviews in case you haven't seen them yet. Okay, let's go through Diane's here on the bottom. I'm not going to read all of it because some of it is for her actual life. So I'm going to start with where it says, I found Nikki's Homemade Crafts in 2022 and bought some bundles, enjoyed them so much. I joined TCC, which is what we call the Crochet Club. We call it as TCC, okay? In 2023, and I've learned how to do stitches that I already knew, but more efficient ways to do them. Even a crocheter like me with years of experience can benefit from this club. So as I said, it doesn't matter. Some of the crocheters in this club are double my age, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I want to teach anyone. I don't care how much experience you have. Let's see. Evelyn says, I've been crocheting between then and 2017. It's when I stumbled upon Nikki's site. I have made more crochet projects now since joining TCC group. I've learned so much from her, and TCC can bring you out of your comfort zone and beyond. It's true. There are so many times we designed new stitches, literally. For example, there was a time I taught everyone how to do thermal crochet stitches, like different types. And then we went into linked crochet crochet stitches. And then they were like, well, can they both be combined? So I literally combined them. Okay, I made a linked, what was it, a double crochet? I think it was a linked double crochet thermal stitch, or linked, what is it called? Linked, thermal linked double crochet stitch. I think that's what we called it. So I literally invented a stitch there. I don't think anyone's ever used it before. So that can help too, okay? Like they were asking me to combine something, so I did, literally on camera. I think that video is still there somewhere in the back. You can go through the guides and find it. Jane says, I love being part of TCC. Nikki always makes me feel welcome. It's a space where I can ask questions and learn from a great community, even if I'm not feeling like crocheting. I love to see everyone else's work. Working on, I've learned so much. Thanks, Nikki, for all you do. I appreciate it. Yay. Let's see. I feel there's a couple more here I want to show. I've been crocheting for years. It's been a pleasure to discover updated techniques, which has been made my crocheting easier. The vault is filled with many great tips and tutorials. Very happy with my membership. And then Dolores says, the Crochet Club has it all in one package. There's always activities to include any and all members. But that being said, there's no pressure to do all of the activities. You can work at your own pace, knowing you have help at your hand if you need it. The vault is, of tips and helps is simply wonderful. So that's just some of them. Let's see, do I have a couple more here? Sandy is brand new. So here's someone who just joined. Okay, I'm new to the group. So far, I'm very impressed. The patterns are amazing. The group discussions are so informative, and the encouragement from everyone in the group is appreciated. Okay, and then Donna's been there from the beginning. She's not the lefty. I have a few Donnas in there. This is one of my Donnas. She gives you a mental picture that makes it easier to understand. That's true. That's something I really love. Like when I learned how to crochet, there was something that I didn't like, and it's that it was just so formally written, it didn't make sense in my head. So when I explain certain things, I make a mental image. So I explain things with animals and letters and all kinds of things to make it more sense, right? For example, when you weave in your ends, I always say go through the tunnel, which means if you're looking at your stitches, you're literally creating a tunnel, right? So I make mental images to make things easier to understand. Anyways, and so there's all kinds of different things. So Brittany then says, I used to avoid patterns because of the stitches used. After joining TCC, I'll no longer do that. There are so many videos to help teach stitches and techniques that are amazing. Excuse me. I also am able to ask Tika questions directly and has been a lifesaver. Best money I ever spent every year. So she's been a member for a long time, so she continues to stay there. You can cancel at any time, okay? So, but a lot of them stay for several years, which is pretty amazing. Okay, Michelle says, I can test to do that. She helps. Yay! I'm so glad. Yarn makes me happy and brings me back to a childhood when a father taught me how. With so much yarn, there would be endless options. That is true, which is why I have a huge vault of crochet patterns, all ad-free and printer-friendly for you. Okay, so this is your very last chance to ask me any further questions. If you have any, I am here for you. I showed you behind the scenes how the Crochet Club works. I showed you not only the vault, but also the group, so you can kind of see a sneak peek into it. We have between 500 and 550 members. If you're curious, 80% of them are annual members. Some of them switched. As you saw earlier, someone said in the comments, I helped her switch. Yes. Switch from a monthly to an annual membership. So either way, whatever works for you. So keep in mind that I do these promotions not often. I do them, you know, they come up again. You'll see that I'll do them again in the future, but I don't know when. So this is your only chance really to get a 25% off. And then for those annual members, in the US, you get a free yarn box, mystery box. The last ones are being sent out tomorrow morning. So we're collecting everyone from today and we're sending them all out tomorrow morning. And that's the last little batch. Several of the yarn boxes already arrived. I'm really excited. They are loving them. So you can claim your box too. All you have to do is join as an annual member. Don't forget to use your coupon code if you want to save a little extra money, of course. You can also join as a quarterly or monthly member. The yarn boxes only go to the annuals. And if you're international, instead of the yarn boxes, you get a free ebook of your choice. And I have 22 different ebooks. There's plenty to choose from, okay? So this is your chance to become part of an amazing community get community support, get really the community feeling of feeling like you're not alone in this. Okay, as I said, we do a lot of exclusive crochet alongs within the membership that we're really just staying there, right? Sometimes I pull the pattern out and make it public for everyone, but it's not often. So just that you know, so there's a lot of exclusive crochet alongs and patterns within the membership. Then keep in mind that I have 4 different types of crochet alongs. So we have the exclusive ones, which I call design crochet alongs. They're within my membership. We have live crochet alongs, which I just did one of them, right? So they happen once in a blue moon. We have monthly mystery crochet alongs. I'm announcing one tomorrow. Go look in your newsletter so you don't miss it. Okay, we have monthly crochet alongs. By the way, whoever's in the membership also gets access to the monthly crochet alongs. Of course, you know, they're all in a category of monthly crochet alongs, and you know, they have them ad free as well, right? And then we have the yearly crochet alongs, which again, my membership has access to as well, right? So you have access to everything. There's 4 different types of crochet alongs that I do pretty much now. If you have a unique design idea, would you be able to brainstorm on how to implement it? Yes, I would do that in a crochet club. For anyone outside, I would say, well, I put it on my list, but usually that list is quite long and it's very rare that I get to it. But in terms of membership, I usually take it very seriously, and then we usually discuss it as a group and see how we can turn that one idea into an actual pattern. If it fits in a time schedule and everything, we make it happen. Sometimes we do it instantly, sometimes within a month or a couple weeks, but then we do it. Sometimes we break it up into multiple parts because it's a bigger pattern. It depends on what it is, okay? Sometimes people just say make a teeny tiny amigurumi, which is why I have a lot of little ones, is because I can do them within an hour or so in the crochet club, and everyone ends up with a cute little amigurumi. That's just a few of them, right, that you see behind me. We even made this a big beautiful Christmas flower that everyone knows and loves so well. We did that, I think, in 3 parts in the membership. Yeah, I think it was 3 videos where we broke this entire thing up into 3 parts. So that's also just in a membership. Right now, that's not available anywhere else. Okay, I think that answers most of you guys' question, right? Hello, hello. I know some of you guys jump in late, but no worries. You can always watch the replay. And anyways, I have a new video coming out on Monday, and then we have a new mystery crochet along coming out tomorrow. So I'm really excited about that. So hopefully you join that one. And in the meantime, go check out my membership. Here's the link. I'm going to pop it into the comments real quick. So in case you want to click there, I should have done that earlier. My apologies. And I know some of you guys like QR codes. So here's the QR code. If you need that, take a screenshot of it so you have it. Okay. The code and the promotion for the free yarn expires this evening, okay? So then if you're international, it would be the free ebook. That expires this evening. This is your very, very last chance to take care of this, to take advantage of it, and be part of an amazing community and join us, whether it's as a monthly, quarterly, or annual member. It's your pick, it's your choice, and you can always switch later if you feel like it, okay? But this coupon code right there expires by this evening. So hurry up and take advantage of it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.